Hey, I wanted to do a quick video because I know yesterday I had I'd said buy SQQQ. The actual trigger, I mean, it got you in on April 4th yesterday at 11:40. This is the 65-minute algorithm. If you're a subscriber to TrendSpider, you've got this one. I saw this gap yesterday between 32 and 33 on the 65-minute. Didn't want to bring it up. It didn't have a ton of confirmation as of yesterday, but as of 11 o'clock yesterday morning, 11:40, it got confirmation. It got you out with a slight loss, supposedly, but there was no slight loss. This has all the confirmation in the world. You're trading above the 9-day right now. The 50-day on SQQQ is kind of turning around. Again, the 200-day, if you look at these. This goes on an 8-day EMA. So I don't have the 8-day EMA listed because I want you to see that above the 9-day, it's got that. The 9-day is close to this. You're in at 29.98. Now, if we go to the 4-hour, this is what's interesting, and this is what makes me think that SQQ is a trade tomorrow. 31.13 is the buy-in. Right now, you're trading at $31. So 31.13 is the buy-in. You seem to be above the 9-day. There is a gap here as well between 32.75 and 33. So if you wanted to play SQQQ, all of the trend seems to be there for you. A couple in the core portfolio that I noticed: United Health. I told you to get in at 485. It's at 509 right now. It's way up. It's over 500. I am not buying over 500. I will wait till it gets back under 500 to add to my position. 485 is where I wanted to get in. This one, it got you in at 492. The time before, it got you in at 464. I added around here, around 485. I'm holding for the long term. Again, $500 is the pivot point on that one. Let's look at, I'm just scrolling down. Apple is at 163. It's probably, it said 163. It's just a little too expensive for me. Amazon at 101. I think you can get that under 200. Bank of America down 1.3%. It's hovering around this 26. It's putting in this base right here. My guess is anything under 28 you can buy. Cleveland Cliffs way down. I am so much of a loss on this one. Thank goodness I only bought a small portion. I will be buying more of this to add to it. This is part of the recession package that you're seeing. Costco. Costco, I said anything under 500, I think it's good. Right there, you can see it's at 485. I think anything under 500, you're fine on this. Disney, get it under 100 while you can. It's at 99.70. Devon Energy was up 1.5% at 53. I think the pivot on that one is absolutely $60. I think it will get back up there. Coke, I said buy it under 60. You're at 62. $60.43 on this 4-hour algorithm. Meta is at 210. Anything under 200, I think you can buy on this one. Microsoft 284, just too expensive. Hold off. Oxy, I think you can wait till it gets under 200 again. Again, I'm just looking at the core portfolio going down. Qualcomm, I think anything under 120 is your buy-in. You can see this ascending wedge, 119.50 on March 16th. You're still holding on to this wedge. You haven't broken down. Shopify, I said anything at about 40. It's going to cover this gap up to 52. Just right now, I think it's in a downtrend. You're below that 9-day. I wouldn't pull the trigger until you get back down towards the 40. Tesla is a good one. Talked about Tesla a little bit, that I wanted it around 180, between 190 and 195. It's at 184. It got you out on the 4-hour algorithm. It broke down on this wedge. I think this 155 comes back into play in a bad economy, which we're looking at right now. Uber, I think when this one gets under 30, I think you can absolutely pull the trigger and buy it. Exxon, we're right up against 52-week highs at 117. I think the 52-week is 119. So there's opportunity in this market. I want you to know that in my mind, I think the triple levered ETFs that are on the downside are probably more going forward. I think those are what you want. The SQQQ was up 3.8% today, closed at 3102. It's trading at 31, I think, right before. SPXU was up 1.25. SARK, this is the inverse on the ARK fund, had a buy at 42.45. It was up 4%. I think this is one that you can pull the trigger on too as we start to go down and that NASDAQ starts to meet the Dow and the Russell, and it starts to go down in order for those other ones to start going up. I think you're good. The VIX hasn't done anything. UVIXI just hasn't moved. We can look at UCO. We talked about UCO having a buy-in and that gap up. 2346 is the 6 hour. If you wanted to trade it on the 65-minute algorithm, UCO had a buy-in down here at 25.27. You're still in. So I don't think it's a buy right now, but I think you can get in there. SRTY, this is the Ultra Pro Short Russell 2000. You're in at 49.77. You're at 52. I think you could get up to the 55 range on this one. DPST, we talked about DPST. This one's down 4%. It's at 670. I think anything in the sixes on this one, I think you're good. Let's look at FRC. We talked about FRC being in the 13 range. It's just putting this capitulation in. Next week starts the bank earnings. FRC earnings are on April 14th. It's going to be interesting to see exactly where these banks start to fall in as far as the earnings go. We talked about Schwab. I mentioned on the Facebook group, I wanted it under 50. I haven't pulled the trigger on this one. It just seems like it continues to go down. Doesn't have confirmation. It's at 48. I'm going to wait for the confirmation. I think this is a $60 stock at the bare minimum. Again, the CEO bought at 59. So I think you're good there. Just wanted to take a bit of a look. My flight was canceled. I am flying out tomorrow, so there won't be a show tomorrow. If you have any questions, hit me up. Remember, if you're paying more than $30 a month for your phone bill, get on Visible. The link's down below. For TrendSpider, since I'm on the road and I can't do this, you guys can look at this. I have the 4 hour, I have the 65-minute. You sign up for TrendSpider, I'm sending you this. The code is down below. I will send you all my watch lists. I will say that includes the core portfolio. That includes the energy names that we trade, the levered ETFs. It includes the low-cost Vanguard. It includes all the spider sectors. And I'll be adding to that as we go along as well. I give you access to my 4 hour algorithm. I give you access to the 65-minute algorithm. And I give you access, listen, TrendSpider has way more than what I even go over. So it's an absolute essential tool. The code down below, DSP25, offers you 25% off. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Join the Facebook group. All the links are down below in the link tree. So have a great day. Again, I think short is the way to go. Just my opinion. Play with it. I think on any out, if I were playing SQQQ, I would be on that 65-minute algorithm. Take care.